In this video, we're going to learn about variables and let constants. So, as you might remember in last video, we downloaded and installed Xcode, and we also set up a playground. You could have called it whatever you like. I called mine Swift Tutorial Playground. So go ahead and launch Xcode and open up that playground. It should bring you to something like this. If you've got something like this, just go ahead and click this button and this button if you want a wider view. Now over here, this is where the output is going to come. Output is so if I run this, you just bring it over here and click the play button and it'll play those lines of programs. And it says, hello playground, because this is declaring hello playground. So the output is going to come out over here. So let's start. What does var mean, and what is this code line saying? Now, var means variable. So if I say var x equals 2, I have just assigned x to 2. Variable, if in math you learned variable is a letter, that's coming together here. I'm assigning the variable x to the number 2. Up here it's saying that var str is equal to hello playground. Now, it doesn't explicitly say that str means string. I'm guessing that str is, they're abbreviating it for string. But anything you want to assign, I could say var ton of junk equal to 5 and it'll accept it. It doesn't really matter. But you usually want to keep whatever you're assigning it to. If I say var, if I just say this, and this is equal to 7, I could do that. But you want it to be memorable, because in case you have to come down here and say it all over again, if I want to say it all over again and just redeclare it as, no, I don't want this to equal 7, I want it to equal 8. Well, it's not the same thing, because you'll have to remember this entire thing. So make it memorable, like say var letters. This doesn't really make sense, but because there are a ton of letters. But now we could say letters, instead of equaling 7, it equals 8. That will work. So let's try another example. Let's say var x equals 2, var y equals 6, and var z equals 7. So we have x, y, and z. X equals 2, y equals 6, z equals 7. Now let's say x plus y plus z. So what's going to happen here is if we run it, we can see our numbers, 2, 6, 7, and then once it adds them all up, it equals 15. So it does print out all the other numbers, and then it shows us that, oh, Swift understands that we're telling it to add, and it gives us 15. So let's say we just wanted to, before that, we can actually keep that. But before that, we say, I don't want y to equal 6 anymore. I want y to equal 9. That's okay. Let's run it like that. Now it does it again, and it says x equals 2, y equals 6, z equals 7. Oh, and now it realizes that, no, y shouldn't equal 6 anymore. Y equals 9 now, because I redeclared it as y equals 9, not y equals 6. So, and then it prints out 18, which is correct. So, with variables, it's really, really simple to customize them. You could say, no, I don't want y to equal 9 anymore, I want y to equal 100. Now I want it to equal 99. You could say that as many times as you want, and it'll do that for you. See? And it gives us 108. So variables are super customizable, and that's what they're mainly used for. They're used tons in programming because of how customizable they are. So now let's talk about constants. This is what a constant looks like. This is the let constant. Now it's giving me an error because I didn't type anything after and it's expecting a pattern. But a let constant should not be changed. And it can't be. So if I say let m equal 7, m is going to equal 7. If I come down here, like we did with the variable, and say, now I want m to equal 10, it's going to give me an error. Cannot assign value m as a let constant. It's not letting me do this because I have said m is 7. Now I'm saying, no, I want m to be 10. It does not accept that. See, if I come here, change let to var to make it mutable. Making it mutable would mean I change this to var, and that error will go away. So you can see that let is not customizable. Once you say let, it's going to be that, unless you manually come up here and say 9 or 10. This still will be wrong because it doesn't want a redecoration at all. Once you say let, no redecoration. So I could say var equals 11. Now if I say it equals 10, cool, works. So the only difference between var and let is not mutable, while var is mutable. So that's the main difference between those. If you want to, you could practice with these. Just assign some variables like d equals 5, e equals 1, r equals forgot to declare it. And you could even declare sentences if you wanted, like this, like var str equals hi. But it's you can see it gives me an error. Invalid redecoration of str. It's already in use, so just change it to like st or something. I don't know. That'll work. So just practice with that. You could practice with let too, just saying like x or let's use a different one. C equals 999. Just remember that let, not changeable, not mutable. Var, changeable. So that's let and var. They're pretty simple. Just practice with them and you'll get them. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. The next video is we're going to be learning about statics. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.